You guys ready for some tiny yoga? Oh no, hold on. There it is. Yes, Doggo has been under my feet all morning, so he will probably be in the frame. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. It is 9:07. Woo, I'm already warming up, just chatting with you guys. Okay, what do I have underneath? Okay, I got clothes on. All right, so, again, in the West, or I shouldn't just say in the West, many of us have this misconception about yoga that it's just calisthenics, that it's an exercise for the muscles, and it's meant to give you a nice shapely booty or a flat belly or work on your, I don't know, chin or whatever it is, right? But there is so much more to yoga, so much more in the way of becoming familiar with your body, getting back into your body. And so these poses don't have to be acrobatics, right? Thank you, my friend. They don't have to be acrobatics. What we really want to do, again, is get into our bodies for a few minutes. So we're going to spend this class, we're going to take about 30 minutes, get into our body, warm up our spine, warm up our joints, look for places that are feeling stuck and give them a little bit of extra attention, okay? So again, if you're sitting on your butt right now, and assuming you're not driving the car actively, then feel free to participate. As much or as little as is comfortable for you. Again, this is Tiny Yoga. My name is Deborah. I am a movement facilitator and a reverend, and here we go. So let's go ahead and begin by finding the edge of your seat, whether it be the edge of your bed. Good morning, Iris. Whether it be the edge of your bed, edge of a bench, edge of the car seat that you're in if you've got some space for it, edge of your chair, whatever works for you, edge of your recliner. Go ahead and find the edge and put your legs in a 90-degree angle. So you want your knees right above your ankles. And then whether you're wearing shoes or you're barefoot, just roll your feet. Let's start by rolling them to the outside and then up towards the toes and then around the inside and then the heels. Without lifting your feet off the ground, I want you to just kind of feel into the soles of your feet. Again, whether you're barefoot or wearing shoes, just feel into the soles of your feet, grounding out. Move them however feels comfortable to you, just pressing at different points, even through your toes, heels, the bridge of your foot, the outside of your foot, and then give your entire foot a nice little press down into the floor. Okay, good job. Way to ground out. Connect to the ground, connect to the planet. Now go ahead and just rest your palms on your thighs. Close your eyes for just a moment, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths, as we usually do, to settle into our practice. Begin by taking a deep breath in through the nose, pulling it through the lungs, and all the way down into the belly. And sigh it out. Inhale again, lifting the heart and elongating the spine. Let it go with a sigh. Inhale once more, expanding the ribcage in all directions, front, sides, and back. And release. Now you may keep your eyes closed for as long as you feel comfortable. If they naturally flutter open, go ahead and allow them to do so. If it feels nice to keep them closed, do so as long as it's safe and comfortable. And we're going to just begin with our heads. So I invite you to feel into your neck. Go ahead and give yourself some rotations. You can either tilt your head shoulder to shoulder, tilt your chin up and down, and roll your head one direction all the way around. Roll your head the other direction. Just feel into your neck. Again, without specific direction. Just kind of rolling through your neck, feeling into those muscles, warming the muscles of your neck and your upper spine. And if you feel some tension, go ahead and rest there for a moment. Take a deep breath into that tension. And sigh it out, letting the exhale release the tension in the muscles of your neck. And then go ahead and continue. Maybe some half circles toward the front, half circles towards the back. And when you feel ready, go ahead and come back to neutral. And we'll move to the shoulders. Same thing, kind of self-directed. Inhale them up and back, or up or down and forward, whatever works for you. Just make sure you get both directions. Shoulders moving at the same time, as well as shoulders moving at the opposite. See if you can get one shoulder going forward at a different time. Let's see, forward and backwards. Can we do that? Just kind of feel into your shoulders again. You can also bring them up to your ears, give them a squeeze, and gently put them down. Lift them up and give them a squeeze, and gently bring them back down. Just kind of, again, warming up the muscles in the shoulder joints. Feeling out any tension if you feel tension. Again, pausing wherever that tension is. Inhaling. And sighing it out. Releasing that tension on your side. Now go ahead and move down to your wrists, and we'll just rotate our wrists a couple of times in each direction. You can move them at the same time in the same direction or opposite, whatever works for you. This is about you getting into your body, not me getting into your body, or vice versa. This is about you becoming familiar with what you need right now. And then we'll go ahead and flex the hands, so send the palms flat, palms forward, and then palms down, back of hand forward. So palms forward and down, forward and down. Extending the fingers out. A nice warmth to the wrist and to the hands. Go ahead and release that to your thighs, and then we'll windshield wiper the knees back and forth. Again, just allowing this motion to be comfortable and warming. We're not overextending ourselves. We're not in the middle of a workout right now. We're just moving our knees, warming up those joints. And if you feel a little bit of tension in your knees, like for me, leaning to this left side pulls on my low back. So I'm going to pause on that left side, take a big deep breath in, holding my attention on the tension, and then letting it go with a sigh, and coming back to center. When you're ready, we'll move on to the cat-cows. So placing your hands on your thighs, we're going to begin with cat. So cat, arching your back towards the back of your chair, dipping your chin forward, exhaling, and then inhale, chest forward, chin up, arching your back forward. And exhale, back to cat. Again, moving at your own pace, inhaling forward for cow, exhaling back for cat. Couple of rounds. Inhale. And exhale for your last cat. Back to neutral. From here, we're going to do a couple of spinal twists. So go ahead and bring your hands up to your heart. Inhale. And as you exhale, turn towards the right, bringing your front hand to the outside of your right knee. And then using your back hand to either hold onto the back of your chair, back of your bench, put your hand on your bed, whatever it is, and give yourself a gentle, put a little pressure there to gently twist your spine a little bit deeper. As you inhale, release that pressure, allowing your torso to come out of the twist just a little bit, and then exhale back into the twist. We'll do 3 breaths like this. Inhale, come out, and exhale back in. Just bringing yourself to the edge. We're not going over the edge. We're not overextending ourselves. Inhale, come out. Exhale back in. Feeling into the twist. Inhale, last time, coming out. Exhale. Back into the twist. Inhale. And slowly come back to center. Rest for a moment. If your eyes are open, you can close your eyes. I really like to take these moments between when we do a couple of poses and then pause just to feel how the body feels. We often forget to rest between our movements, and it can be really beneficial, really enlightening actually. Go ahead and place your hands on your heart, and we'll go to the left side now. Inhale and exhale as you twist to the left, putting your front hand on the outside of your left knee and placing that back hand on the back of your chair or your bench or your bed or whatever it is that you can place, wherever you can place your back hand there. Offering yourself a gentle twist. Inhale, slowly come out just a little bit, and exhale back into the twist. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Create some space, and exhale. Twist. Inhale. And exhale. Do 1 more. Inhale. Exhale into your twist 1 last time. Inhale to come out as you gently come back to center, warming up your spine. So we're going to move into some upper body. We're going to move into the swaying palm tree pose. So you want to interlace your fingers and send your palms up above your head and just give your, so you can go one side to the other, right or left to begin, giving your side body a nice stretch. Inhale back to center and exhaling to the other side, alternating back and forth, following your breath, inhaling back to center, exhaling back to the side. If you don't have the space to extend your arms all the way above you, you can do this by holding onto your elbows, reaching up with your elbows, trying to keep some space between your shoulders and your ears. You're not trying to close your ears up here, but you want to extend your arms up so that it creates that upward motion, upward energy in your muscles, and then exhale to one side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to one side. And then go ahead and extend your arms up the rest of the way, opening your hands, and we'll go into chair pose, so leaning forward gently into chair pose, using your abdominal muscles to hold your torso up, not your back muscles. Try to relax your back muscles while you use your torso to hold yourself into a gentle chair. Now, take a glance at your knees and ankle alignment. You still want your knees to be above your ankles, so if that's not the case, go ahead and adjust your feet just a little bit. Take a couple of breaths here in chair pose, wherever is comfortable for you. Again, using your abdominal muscles to hold your torso in this position, and then exhale to release. Let's move back into swaying palm tree. So again, interlacing your fingers and either sending your arms all the way up or holding elbow to elbow. A couple of sways back and forth, inhaling at center and exhaling to one side. Extending those arms up and leaning forward out for chair pose. Again, using your torso to hold your upper body at a nice 45-degree angle from your thighs. Relax those back muscles. If this is not available with your arms extended, you can also place your arms on your thighs, just keeping your torso at that 45-degree angle. Take a couple more breaths here. And back to center. I'm going to do a forward bend here, and we're going to combine it with a little bit of self-massage. So place your hands, place your palms on your thighs, and as you slowly move into the forward bend, just run your palms down your legs, offering your thighs, knees, shins a little bit of pressure. And just move down forward into this forward fold wherever feels comfortable. If you can get all the way down to your feet, great. If you're on your thighs or your knees, that's fine. And just let your head hang wherever you find the edge of your forward fold. Take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can get a little deeper into your fold. Inhale.
And exhale a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale all the way in. And then gently come back up.
And as you do so, give your legs a little squeeze all the way up, all the way up. And we will do a snake pose to balance that out. So reaching behind you, interlace your fingers like this behind you, and lift your chin ever so slightly. We're just using the arms to open up the chest, open up the shoulders. We're not doing a back bend here, so just lift your chest a little, lift your chin a little bit to give a little bit more space in your neck and in your chest. Take 3 deep breaths here. And releasing on your next exhale. Again, taking that pause. Just for a moment, you can close your eyes if it's available. Feeling into your body. Your little body scan. Start at the top of your head. Move down the sides of your head, your ears, your chin, your jawline, your neck, your shoulders, shoulder blades, chest, rib cage, arms, hands, torso, low back, hips, your entire upper leg, lower leg, and both your feet. Just notice for a moment where you're at. So you got the space for it. We're going to do 2 more poses here. So when you're ready, come back out and we are going to go ahead and do a seated frog pose. So typically frog pose is done by opening your legs wide and putting your forearms on the ground. So you use the ground to create some pressure on the inside of your thighs to open up your groin muscles and inner thighs. Today, since we're seated in our chair, we're just going to go ahead and open our legs nice and wide. Make sure that your feet are pointing outward. They don't not forward. They're pointing out. And place the palms of each hand on the inside of your thighs. And just take a big deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently put pressure on your thighs, opening up those inner muscles of your legs, making sure not to arch your back. You want to keep your spine nice and elongated, chin forward. We're not moving the upper body here, we're just working on the thighs. Gently release that pressure for a moment. Take a big deep breath in. Inhale and exhale, putting pressure back on the knees, opening up the thighs. And gently release. Now from here, we are going to move into Warrior 2. If you've got the space for it, to do Warrior 2, you'll want to turn towards, we'll start with the right side, so you'll turn towards your right. Again, your bottom is on the edge of your chair or your bed, so you'll just kind of keep a little bit of your bottom on your chair as you do this move. So keep that right leg bent at a 90-degree angle. Your toes pointing, well, I guess forward once you start moving in that direction. Turn your torso to the right, toes pointed forward, upper body pointing forward, and then extend that left leg, keeping your foot flat on the ground at a 45-degree angle to the rest of your body. Extend your arms out into that Warrior 2 pose with the support of your chair. Try to get into your thighs a little bit, so leaning forward from your chair, putting a little bit of pressure on that back thigh to create that stretch inside in those muscles. Take a couple of breaths here, holding those arms long and strong, extending out through the fingertips, lifting to elongate the spine, Inhaling to lift the heart. And exhale, sinking into the pose. 2 more breaths. Last one. And exhale, back to center. We'll do frog one more time here, and then we'll move back to warrior the other side. So opening those thighs nice and wide, placing the palms on the inside of your thighs, offering a little bit of pressure, inhaling first, and exhaling, putting pressure on the thighs to open up those inner muscles. We're not overextending ourselves, so be mindful of your hips. Please be mindful of your groin muscles. If you are tight, do not overextend yourself. And we're keeping the spine elongated, chin parallel to the ground, not putting an arch in the back. Just a couple of breaths. Gently release the pressure. Pause for a moment. And back to frog, inhaling. And exhaling, opening the thighs. With that pressure on the knees. Breathe. Now we're going to move directly into warrior pose. So inhale again. And exhale as you turn towards the left side of your body, keeping your left foot pointed towards your left, turning your right leg to keep that foot flat on the ground at a 45-degree angle, moving yourself to the edge of your chair here. Inhaling those arms all the way out, long and strong, extending through the fingertips, making sure you have that nice 45-degree angle in your front leg. Toes pointed forward, putting a little bit of pressure into this stretch right here of your thigh, under your back leg there. So take 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling to lift the heart and elongate the spine. Inhaling to sink a little bit deeper into your warrior pose. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Bring your feet together, knees together, if it's comfortable for you. Otherwise, keep them shoulder width apart. Whatever works for you. Place your hands on your thighs. And we're just going to do another body scan here and a little bit of breath work. So beginning this time at your big toe. Big toes of your right and left feet. Notice the feeling of your big toes. Just notice holding your attention on your big toes. Gently move your awareness across the rest of your toes on both of your feet. Moving your awareness up over the tops of your feet, around your ankle, the bottoms of your feet, up past your ankle, up your calf, around to your shin, over the top of your knee and behind the back of your knee. Just looking for any tension. As we scan the body, look for any tension. And if you notice any tension, pause, take a big deep breath into that space, and exhale to release that tension, and then continue with the body scan. So slowly moving up every inch of your body as you move across the tops of your thighs and the backs of your thighs, the insides of your thighs, your pelvic floor, your glutes, your low back, all the way around your hips. See, there's a little bit of tension still in my low back, so I'm going to pause there, inhaling into that space, imagining the breath going right into that tension, and exhaling to release. Continuing to scan my body and move up the sides of my torso, around across my belly, up over my rib cage, and all the way down my back. Pause to take a big deep breath just into my entire back. And exhale to release. Moving up across the shoulders. Same thing, inhaling and exhaling if tension is still present. Moving down the arms, across the elbows, down the forearm, over the wrist, hands and fingers. Back up the arms, over the shoulders and up the neck, all the way around the neck, the base of the head, over the back of the head, over to the face, checking in on any tension in my brow, in my temples, in the muscles in my ears, in my cheeks, in my jaw. Now bring your attention to the very tip of your nose. After you've scanned the entire body, breathing any tension you find, now bring all of your attention to the very tip of your nose. Even with your eyes closed, keeping your eyes closed, imagine that you are staring at the very tip of your nose. Continue to breathe slow, steady inhales and exhales. All of your attention on the tip of your nose. Let everything else fall away. All of those sensations in your body, any tension remaining in your body, any sounds in the room around you. Let them all fall away as you hold your attention on the very tip of your nose. Inhaling and exhaling, slow and steady. Letting all the sounds in the room around you fall away, letting the far, far away sounds fall away as well. Any thoughts that arise, let them rise and fall, the same way your chest rises and falls with your breath. Without attachment, without judgment. All of your attention, all of your awareness on the tip of your nose. There is nothing else but the tip of your nose. In this moment, there is nothing but the tip of your nose. I invite you to smile at your nose. And when you are ready, I invite you to bring your hands into prayer or simply lay one over the other over your heart in gratitude for today's practice, in gratitude for these divine meat bags, magnificent meat bags that house our souls. Offer yourself a little gratitude for taking the time for self-care today. Look at that. You took self-care while sitting on your butt. How about that? And thank you so much for joining me. I always appreciate sharing this space with you. Thank you so much. When you're ready, go ahead and gently open your eyes and come back to the world.